What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We got all of our stocking stuffer information as well. We also got a tease into next week's content when it comes to Ghost of Madden LT that I will basically go over at the end of this video. We're going to go over training, snow, complete market implications on what this promo is going to do. But first, let's hop into the content. The two master cards, basically the champions. 94 CD Lamb. It is his fourth card he's gotten this year. Hopefully, you chose the 90 overall CD Lamb team of the week a couple weeks back, so you don't have to buy that 90 team of the week. I'm sure it's already very, very expensive, but overall, a solid card. I feel like he could have been a route runner or slot archetype, but deep threat is fine. JC Jackson, one of the best corners playing in real life in the NFL right now. 93 speed, 90 plus zone, 90 plus man, and I do believe he gets ×2 Patriots because of his Gridiron Forge Part 1 card. I'm not positive about that, but I'm pretty sure he gets ×2 Patriots. So Patriots theme teams, man, with Ty Law, JC Jackson, they've got some really good DBs. In terms of these sets, there are 32 92 overall cards, basically the heroes of this kind of promo. I like to look at this almost as team standouts or team builders 3. Every team got a 92 overall. In terms of these sets, how to get them, it's just going to require 0 chill players. So I think it's 189, 287s. You could read on the screen there. There's some big implications for that I'll get into. The hero set is going to require 3 92s, and you don't need to buy a specific 92 overall. Just throw any 3 92s in there. You get the JC Jackson, and you could choose any 3 of the 92 overall heroes. You also, by the way, in the 92 set, you get the power up back for the set, which is actually really big because there's a lot of new cards that haven't gotten elites. The first time the props will be in the game will be coming from that set. Solo challenges, you are going to be able to get a 92 overall for free at 50 stars. Overall, not actually the best kind of solo challenge. They talked about at the beginning of the Zero Chill program that there's gonna be a lot more solo challenges. I've been a little disappointed, as well as my boys, my friends. We've been running out of solo challenges very fast. We got like an hour's worth on Friday and probably another hour's worth coming out tomorrow. But that is the solo challenges, the complete wrap up there. I'm gonna get into not my top 5 basically 92 heroes, but 5 cards I think are just overall the best. Tracy Walker, strong safety. This card is 6'1", 93 speed. If you power him up to 88 zone coverage and you have 2 strat cards that give +1 to zone as well, I'm really hoping these cards get that 0 chill strategy item boost. That's big as well. Antonio Gibson, I think he's the only running back in this promo. 93 speed, really solid. 92 break tackle, and he's not a receiving back even though he's a receiver in college, but 80 speed is solid for an elusive back. Overall, I have a special place for Gibby because he was one of the first cards that we picked up on the no money spent. Marcel Harris, now you're looking at this card, you're like 52 finesse move, 43 power move, 67 block shed, 92 speed. I believe he's the fastest linebacker in the game. 96 excel, might be the fastest acceleration in all of Madden. Niners theme team, he would be a really good kind of blitz guy, maybe just throw in the flat. Probably a liability in the run, but overall a solid card. Right guards, man. EA's basically held us back when it comes to right guards and upgrades at right guard, and they said, screw it, man, we're going to give you 6 right guards. We got 6 92 right guards, so pretty much any right guard's the same. I put the Jets guy up because, of course, Jets theme team, and then Brandon Parker. I want to say this is the only right tackle in the Raiders theme team. That's why I brought him up here. Probably the most important card that dropped today in terms of like high-end meta cards is that Brandon Parker. A lot of Raiders theme teams basically are going to be rejoicing. They're going to pick him up on their team. But investment-wise, we actually only saw one of our core elites get a card, and that was James Bradberry, which is kind of good in my opinion because these 92 overalls don't seem to be the best cards. I don't think this is a bad promo by any stretch. I've kind of taken a step back and looked at it from like all points of view, and yeah, we're not getting super high-end cards, but these cards aren't necessarily like team builders where they're like too low overall. 92 is solid, powered to 93. With team boost, these cards can contend with some of the highest cards in the game. In terms of set implications, because yes, we saw the sets where it requires 87s, 89s, 85s, and all that. The big thing that I see is the 83 overalls have already had a really big spike in price for Zero Chill players. They've gone from basically, we're going from around 4 to 4.5k, I want to say before. They're all the way up to like 7, 8k now. I really think, not necessarily that snow is going to drop, but with these cards, basically the low Zero Chill players being used for the sets and going up a little bit in price, I can see this training reroll, the 78 plus, which was already probably one of the more popular ways to get cheap snow, was to buy training and then reroll this basically pack and quick sell everything type thing. I can see this training reroll just becoming even better if we're able to sell our 83s and maybe our 85s and 87s just for a little bit more than we used to. Could be a really solid method. And I can see the training market kind of rising. In terms of the snow market, though, I don't think snow really drops that much, or doesn't go up with kind of training, just because we weren't really buying 83s, 85s, and 87s for Snow. We've just been buying 91s and 93s, and those aren't required in the set, so I think those still kind of stay the same as well. The Snow reroll is just not that good in general. The 85 plus and the 78 plus Snow reroll, it's just not that good. The trading market, though, I do think the trading market just goes up because we've seen the low zero chill players already rise in price. It's going to make the training reroll even better than it already was. I could see trading going from what's right now at about 10, like 9.8, 9.8. Could go up to 10.5, 11 training or coins per training. That's kind of the implications for Snow, the trading market as a whole. I'm also curious to see if those 92 overall cards, also of course the strategy item, do they quick sell for Snow, because that'll be interesting. But these sets are basically going to be like team builders, team standouts. They'll probably not, every card will basically go for a little above training, so they'll probably go 92 is this card for 10k. They'll probably go for 110, 115, maybe 130 basically early on while the hype is still building. We also got an announcement that it is basically confirmed the Bears and the Bengals will be the 2 limited time cards dropping on Friday. Now, speculating what they can be, if they're current day players, there's not many investment. I think the current day only real option for the Bears would be a Justin Fields. We can't invest in the 84 team builder because set team builders you can't really invest in. You could take a chance on the power up. It seems about 2,000, 3,000 from GG. Maybe throw a flyer at that, pick up 1 or 2 of him, because really we've gotten a lot of Bears upgrades recently. Khalil Mack, Allen Robinson. There's not a lot of options. Legend wise, of course, there's so many Bears options, right? We got Walter Payton, like Mike Ditka. Sneaky one could be the Fridge, basically getting either fullback or a defensive tackle card. That would be a pretty awesome limited time card. For the Bengals, there is a couple options at the current player, and actually in a little investment, Joe Mixon or Trey Hendrickson are probably the 2 cards that are most deserving of an upgrade, that are due for an upgrade. Joe Mixon has had some great basically performances like 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I believe he might have got a +1 card, but I don't think he got a team of the week card. He could be getting, I think we'll either get 2 current players or 2 legends. I don't think it's going to be 1 and 1. 86 Joe Mixon going for about 14,000 coins. It's not a terrible price. If you pick one up for 12 or 11k, it might not be bad. It's not a great investment. Don't go out and buy 5 to 10, because when limited time cards come out, they're basically baby versions, don't actually super spike them in price because limiteds are really expensive. So the mass majority of the Madden community can actually pick up those cards. Legend wise for the Bengals, there's not a lot of options. Chad Ochocinco is kind of the first one to come to mind. Maybe a Carson Palmer. I don't really know about that. And then here I have a clip basically of Kralo talking about the Ghost content coming out next week.
Snow Beast, we have all these things. This year things are a little bit different, right? Stocking stuffers is kind of new. Not just that, but out of position players are kind of being sprinkled throughout the programs, you know, like a light snowfall. And then the other thing is Ghosts of Madden are definitely coming. And I'll tell you this, man, Archie, so many Ghost of Madden players this year, like so many.
Good. I always loved the Ghost. That was always one of my favorite parts of Zero Chill, was Ghost of Future, Ghost of Past, and had the old Madden card art on there.
You know what, RG? We're gonna bring you back next Tuesday, because that's what we're gonna be previewing.
Yeah.
So I want in on that. So that's gonna be a fun stream. I think that's when the hype kind of builds up. I think.
So you can see Ghost basically confirmed for next Wednesday's release, getting a Tuesday reveal stream like we got Stocking Stuffers today. Kralo's saying there are a lot. He's saying a lot, like a lot. To me, if I had to guess a number wise, I don't think we see like 3 of each. I think we get probably, now I don't know if we get them all at once, which would be awesome, but I don't know if that would really be the best for the game and the market. We're probably going to be seeing double digits of future, present, and Ghost of Madden Pass, and when that comes for our investments, and I'll put the links to the videos down in the description, because the investment videos are the same thing. We're going after the same cards for the same prices, and now we kind of have a target date. We have basically till Monday night to pick up these cards. Core Elites, Legends that don't have upgrades, or Legends that have gotten cards way in the past. I love our Ghost, basically our Zero Chill, our Ghost of Madden Present, our Ghost of Madden Pass. I love our investments even more now. It's going to be a huge weekend. Hopefully there's a lot of opportunities to pick up these cards for cheap, but I will throw the link to both those videos. You could watch them. The prices are basically identical. The cards are identical because we've only gotten James Bradbury. Now, in terms of an overall, what do I overall think of the Stocking Stuffers promo? It's not bad, I will say. At first I'm like, it's mid as hell, but like, they're 92 overall cards for no money spent. These cards are going to be really good. Budget-wise, the main thing I think of is a really cheap offensive lineman, and if you're no money spent, make sure you choose offensive lineman as your nap, because the 92 offensive lineman you can use that card for at least a month, probably 2. That's what I really think about it. CeeDee Lamb and JC Jackson, they could have gone with some different options that don't have cards yet, but I'm fine with it. CeeDee Lamb and JC Jackson both playing really well in the NFL. And then, of course, more than anything, I just see a lot of market kind of impact. I really see that Zero Chill training role becoming really good. Gap Pack, it might be underrated if, and then this is if, since all the cards got 92 overalls and most of them weren't actually core elites, so they're getting their first power up in the game. If the power-ups are less than 80 overall and getting that 75 to 79 exchange pack range, Gap Pack might be really, really, really glitchy, because those power-ups should be going for like 5 to 10k, and that will just make the Gap Pack even better. That's what I see from this type of promo. Not too bad. These are more fillers, right? Kralo said we're like in the first 2 weeks of this promo, man. There's a whole lot to come from this. So we will see in the coming days. We actually are getting a Zero Chill Part 2 teased tomorrow. We'll probably get 1 or 2 cards, and the full reveal will come on Thursday. But that is all for this Stocking Stuffers video, Ghost video, bunch of market stuff. Like, comment if you have any questions. By the way, shout out for 700 subs. Road to 1K by the end of the year, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Discord link is in the description. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. And until tomorrow, peace.